Guys, welcome to the weekly review for NASDAQ delivery for first week of April 2026. Let me sip some water. I was waiting for the new week to open to start this so I can talk about the next week. So for the previous week, let's go to the daily chart and see what's happening. We opened here on Monday. I said I was bullish on Monday. We actually did went up, but we dumped down later. And then Tuesday was bullish, Wednesday was bullish, Thursday was a little bit undecisive, and then Friday was a little bit bearish. That's what happened. We did inverse this fair value gap over here, and then our next target was this fair value gap, and then we stopped around here, and that's what happened. Although I still feel like that NASDAQ is bearish. If the war still goes on, we'll keep seeing dumps. Otherwise, if it stops, we can see a bullish NASDAQ. But since then, my target is this weekly fair value gap over here. Let's go to the hourly chart of NASDAQ for Monday. We opened on Monday, went down, we see we were bullish. So what I mentioned was, when I said I was bullish, is that I said we will keep moving up towards the CB that was created before the daily fair value gap. If you see over here, this one, I was saying that I want to see it retrace into that. I am bullish until then, but we saw retracement from this hourly fair value gap from here and then went down. On a 5-minute chart, NQ opened up and kept moving upwards. We took Asia here and then London here and then tapped into this important fair value gap. Next target was obvious for me. We went down, took London lows, and then it chopped around for a little bit, finally going towards the previous day low. I said I was bullish on Monday if it did not keep moving upwards like that. So before market open, I was bearish towards London lows, since we have a lot of relative equal lows liquidity acting as sell side. I did take this short, so this is not hindsight. This was actually taken live. I posted it later on my Instagram channel. So this was the second target. First target, market opens, take out all these three highs over here. You see, I took this on a 30-second, as you can see over here. And once this was inversed, I entered. And my target, first target was this, second was this, third was this. Unfortunately, I did posted this in the group, but my whole trade was out on this low because I messed up the trade somehow. And then I posted about it as well. But this was a really simple day. You see we consolidated the whole time. Market open, manipulation into these relative equal highs taken, and then 50% of the range of this long wick here, and then V inverse, which is the distribution cycle. So very easy Monday. I posted about it. I said it's the easiest trade that I've taken on this week. Tuesday was a little bit rough. I did not trade on Tuesday, but let's see what happens on Tuesday. We open up, go down a little bit into this new week opening gap, go up, inverse this important fair value gap, inverse this important fair value gap, and then keep moving forward. On a 5-minute, it looks like it opens up and consolidate in this range over here. We make three relative equal lows in the new week opening gap, which would look like good targets. We take a London high, Asia high, which would make me bearish, honestly. Taken before 9:30, and then it takes the next macro. Now, I am taking these trades in hindsight, what the chart is presenting to me. And if I was there on Tuesday, I would have taken these trades and I would have done, it would be a losing day. So it takes out this high over here. It inverts this fair value gap, and I would enter it instantly on this candle close. But as you can see, we got stopped out. The next would be, I would see where it's going. It takes out the previous day high. Now, if that happened in that fair value gap, I would be bearish instantly. We make this inverse fair value gap, take the short, and we got stopped out again. But right after that, we took out this high over here, and then we saw some retracement into 9:30 open. So it would be a losing day for me, and if someone else took it. Although one important thing here is that this was a data high wick over here, which could have been a potential draw. So if my draw was correct, if I was bullish, I might not have taken this, but because I was bearish, I would have incurred those losses. Now Wednesday, 1 hour, we have a previous day low with these three equal lows here from Tuesday that we were talking about over here, and then Tuesday ends here, take out previous day high on Wednesday, consolidate, go up, make a daily S&T, inverse this important favorably gap again, consolidate in that range, and then go down. What happened? Wednesday opens up, no retracement to the lower side. Look at this. We go up, take out previous day high, make a London high, take London high, London low next to midnight open, engineered low next to that, midnight open, goes up. I took this trade actually, I posted it. So at this point, because we had these long wicks before our 9:30 open, this would be a protected high for me. Since it took out all the buy side liquidity, I would expect some sort of retracement into this resistance block, which I did. And then after this inversion, I took this trade. I got a partial right in this low, in this first presented favorably gap. I took one partial over here and then I got stopped out. So this was the day I was bearish on the day because we had a lot of sell side resting below. Eventually it goes up and takes out this data high. On Thursday, we have previous day high next to us. We went back into this important fairly gap, inversed it back, come back up above the midnight open, and then consolidate into the range. What happened? Thursday opens up, slowly grinds lower. I actually traded this day, so this is something I'm talking about from experience. We have these unmitigated 4 hour, which would be my obvious target because we have London high next to it and a lot of buy side next to each other. Look at these highs, these are smooth. We took out London low, Asia low. So I always talk about this. If we took out London low and Asia low, we take them exactly the same order most of the time, which I have observed. So it took out London low and then it took out London high first, then it took Asia high later. So this is what happens. I entered here once. I instantly break even because 9:30 was opening and I didn't want it to have a big loss. So I break even right after 9:30 opens when this wick went up, and I moved when it came down, went up. I put my stop below this low, but I got stopped out. So it was a profit trade. I got stopped out, but then I waited a little bit. We took out these lows over here, made a high. This was CASD, closed above it. I entered again and then targeted this Friday opening range gap, and then I completely took it off because I wanted to meet my target. I could not trade more than that, so I closed the trade. But my original target was 4 hour unmitigated gap, which I posted in the Discord that day. Friday comes, as you can see, it's a pretty weird Friday. Just closed at 9 a.m. in the morning, slowly goes down and then wicks up and then come down again. 5 minute Friday consolidates on open, takes Asia, it should have been Asia low. Then it takes London low, wicks high, and then consolidates. So in my Discord, I actually posted about it. I said I'm looking towards these relative equal highs and Asia highs because it's pretty obvious over here that we want to target that since we have been taking all the sell side already. So I entered right before that news. I knew that we will go up. So this is fake. You see this wick down there? This is not real because when I was trading, the wick went down actually up until here and it stopped me out. So and then it stopped me out and then it went up. It takes out, goes up into this area, did not take Asia high, and then it dumps. So that's what happened. That was the weekend. That was the last day of the week. And now we will talk about the economic calendar and the upcoming week. Okay, let me see. Okay, this looks like an interesting week because we have news on Monday, so I'll be trading Monday. We have ISM services PMI on 10 a.m. I will probably position myself before 10 a.m. if some setup presents itself. Otherwise, I'll wait for 10 a.m. On Tuesday, we actually don't have any actual news, red folder news, so I will just trade after 9:30 open and see what happens. Wednesday, we have FOMC meeting minutes. Remember, this is not FOMC, it's just meeting minutes. So I'll be trading the morning session as usual. Thursday, we have unemployment claims. We have core price index news. Again, it's 8:30, so I will be trading at the macro time. And then Friday we have CPI. If you want to blow some accounts, so you'll trade that. If you want to pass some funds, you will trade that. I will be trading at 9:30 again. So pretty much that's all about it. I like this calendar and will be trading all 5 days. Now, looking at this economic calendar and the upcoming Monday, what I think is that we will take out these highs stacked together for sure. That's what I think, right? I'm not sure about the previous week high. We can go up and take those, and then on CPI days, we might dump back into the range because I'm still bearish on NASDAQ. So that's what I'm thinking. My first target for Monday would be these highs over here. So let's see how that pans out, and we'll see what happens. And as always, thank you for watching, and you can find the link to this PDF in the description.